Do you really understand what your brain is doing to you? Welcome to Mind Revealed. Like and subscribe. Let's begin. Imagine lying in bed at night. The room is dark. Everything is quiet. You put your phone down, close your eyes, and just as you're about to fall asleep, something happens. A memory from years ago, maybe something no one else even remembers anymore, suddenly drops into your mind. A sentence you said wrong in that moment, a strange thing you did, or just a small mistake you felt embarrassed about. Your heart starts to beat a little faster. You feel uneasy. And the strangest part is this: you're not just remembering that moment. It feels like you're living it again. So why? Why does your brain hold on to bad memories so strongly instead of the good ones? The answer actually goes further back than you might think, into the survival mechanisms of human evolution. The brain didn't evolve to make you happy. It evolved to keep you alive. And the most basic rule of survival is this: don't forget danger. Because the moment you forget it, you risk repeating it. That's why your brain doesn't process negative experiences like ordinary memories. It marks them as important. It's as if it places a red label on them in your mind. Keep this. This is critical. This is where an important part of your brain comes into play: the amygdala. This small structure scans emotionally intense experiences and separates moments involving fear, stress, or threat from everything else. If what you experienced made you feel embarrassed, scared, or socially at risk, the amygdala doesn't store it like a normal memory. It strengthens it. It makes it more vivid, sharper, easier to access. Because your brain is essentially saying, "This was a mistake, don't do it again." But there's a problem here. The brain isn't always good at distinguishing between the past and the present on an emotional level. Logically, you know that moment is over. No one cares about it anymore. But for your brain, that memory can still function like an active threat. That's why, when it comes back, your body reacts, your heart rate changes, your face tightens, and sometimes you even feel as if you're actually embarrassed all over again. Because your brain doesn't just recall the memory, it simulates it. What's even more interesting is that these memories tend to appear most often at night. Why? Because during the day, your mind is constantly occupied. Notifications, conversations, tasks, screens, they all pull your attention elsewhere. But when night falls, especially in silence, your brain starts opening background files. While you're trying to rest, your brain is actually analyzing. It scans past mistakes, reviews possible threats, and tries to send you a message. Look, don't do this again. This is what often creates the loop we call overthinking, replaying the same memory over and over, building different scenarios, thinking I should have done this instead. All of these are your brain's attempt to solve a problem, but ironically, this process rarely produces a real solution. It just strengthens the emotion, because every repetition deepens the imprint of that memory in your mind. So why do some people experience this more intensely? Because not every brain operates with the same sensitivity. In people who are more prone to anxiety, the brain keeps its threat detection system more active. That means even a small social mistake can be processed as a major risk, which leads to remembering it more often, feeling it more strongly, and holding on to it for longer. But here's a critical truth: your brain is not working against you. It's actually trying to protect you. It's just using an outdated system. In the modern world, Social mistakes don't threaten your survival anymore, but your brain still runs on old rules. A mechanism that once helped you stay alive can now turn into mental noise. This is where awareness comes in, because the first step to breaking this cycle is understanding what it is. When that memory comes back, trying to suppress it usually doesn't work. In fact, it often has the opposite effect. Because the brain interprets suppression as importance, instead, you need to notice the thought and say, "This is just a memory. It's not happening right now." This simple awareness gradually weakens the brain's alarm system. And maybe the most important part is this: just because you remember that moment doesn't mean it still matters. It only means your brain is doing its job. But you are more than that memory, because the past can replay in your mind, but it no longer exists in your reality. Now think about this. If the brain holds on to negative memories this strongly, why are some people able to let go of the past much more easily? The answer lies in how the brain can be retrained. What you call reality might just be your mind's version. Like, subscribe, and comment. This is only the beginning.